Hello, everybody. It's kind of like a little late, but I have to do 2 videos, and the reason I say I have to is just because I have this urge and the energy to let go of what it's inside, what has been taken, what has been brought out as informations to be pulled out and outside. Because when you come to these positions, like some of us do, you have to do a certain videos at certain times. Some of you that you subscribe to me, you already know what I'm talking about. Some of you do. How did you make this post to just a perfect timing? Or when I was talking about astrology, why it's just so perfect? How come you match this? And this gonna be the two of the videos that actually is matching the current energies that's going on, the current positions that's going on, and it's gonna preparing us to actually have this shift on it. The first video that I'm gonna do is the destiny part, and the second video that I'm going to do tonight, that it's about transformation. I don't want to combine them in one. I want them breaking them a little bit apart, simply because they're connected to each other, but they are not really. You have to work on separate parts. They're like two chains that are tied together, but on their own, they're two separate rings of the chain. So you have to kind of like attach them together in order the chain of the events to work for you. So just to remind you about there is a people who asked me about that was about the Boston event. The hotel room was booked. Right now, I call the hotel. They open up more rooms for us. Um, the current rate for the discount rate for the rooms, it's 159 until September 13th. That's what I have. The confirmation from the organizer from the hotel, and she's like, we open up some more. So if you really still want to go to the Boston event and meet me, Marla, Nagla, and Donna Summer, Donna Fisher, I'm sorry, uh, you go ahead and register yourself. If you have a problem with, some people tell me there was a problem with pay money through a PayPal to me, shoot me an email. I can walk you through. It's a simple problem. But that's about this Mercury retrograde problems that we have even after shadow files are up. So it is what it is. We have to deal with it. So let's go back into the part of destiny. What is destiny, first of all? Destiny, it's a part of the series of events that lead you to a certain point of time that somehow, some way, deep inside of you, you know you have to be there. You meet certain people, you do a certain people, and there is a series of chain of events that's happened, and then you know you're right there. You know you will be doing what you have to do. A lot of the people ask me, did I was awakened before I met my twin flame? Yes, I was awakened, but everything went down the hill when I got married on it, because it just, you focus on 3D life and marriage, kids, work, and everything else. Right now, I'm in a perfect balance because I'm balancing my job with what I do here, what I do about the community. I'm in a very good company. I'm in a great company right now, and I'm so happy of what the events brought it to get this new job. So here is that chain of event of destiny, that if you're destined to do something, you're going to be in the place and the things that happens. But we're talking about a destiny of that you know deep inside of you. A lot of you understand that even when you are very little, you will be doing something. You will be know something. When I was very little, maybe like a 6 or 7, I was predicting events. inside of me, and I knew that over the age I'm gonna be doing some other things. When I grow up later on the next stages, I was able to do a Reiki, very successful. I was even doing a distance healing. Doesn't even have to do the energy. I was controlling the energy with just the thoughts. And people were like, "Oh my God, you are too strong on it." I felt like you were healing right there in the spot. Um, 10 with the people that I know. I mean, some of them they're friends of me on the Facebook. I will mention a great astrologer, Adriana Votei. She's in Bulgaria. And I ask her, what the thing it is I feel inside of me. I'm going to be a soul doctor. And she's like, well, look at your horoscope chart. You will understand it over time. But you're not ready to understand these parts. Now I understand it. Thank you, Adi. I appreciate it. I know you see me. And that is about part that you understand what it's destiny. When you're meant for something. And I was meant to be part of my destiny is to do this, what I do right now. The chain of the events that happen leads me to this. And I need to help the other people like me with the destiny. So what is the destiny about the twin flames? Okay, so I have a great quotes that I actually pull out from Facebook. They're not mine. I have a few quotes about destiny. I decide not to use my own. I decide to use the quotes that were given to me from the universe. So I brought them in 5 minutes before I make the video. So here they are. I put them in. So here's the first one. Have you ever felt like you were destined to know someone? You took a look at them and you knew, in spite of everything, they were going to be an important person in your life. And this is the part of the ignition of the twin flames. When you meet that person, something strange attach you to this person. Something growing, it's something different about this person. Something is gonna change. The most of the twin flames I talk to, they actually meet through a change of transformation. Something happened. They transformed. They either transformed an inner transformation, like they decide they wanted to change their life, or they actually performed that change simply like they had a new job. They moved to a new place, they moved to a new country, they moved to a new town, they went out on vacation, they transformed, they moved, Zovet. And that's why this video will be attached to the transformation, because transformation is you to change, you to shift. So what happens is over the time between you and that person, there's going to be this chain of events that will happen, and there's going to be the ignition of the soul. And that is the part they become the important person in your life, because right now, as a twin flame within a destiny, you have that union that you need to do inside with that person. You have this mission to become the perfect part, to become the love, so you can understand it. Most of the people, though, they don't understand this part, they don't understand the vibrations. And if they don't understand the vibrations, they do not respond to the vibrations. There is a stages within twin flames. And those stages is to lead you, to coach you, to train you, to programming you, whatever you want to call it, to understand this part. Simply because there is a destiny for it. You and that person are destined, and you will feel that person, that will feel you. On the twin flames, they ask me, Dio, how can you describe what it feels to be twin flame? What describes to be a twin flame is like, for example, the one of the most perfect part is that when you have synchronization with that person, and so all of a sudden you change the vibrations within your body simply because you're in the union with them. And everybody around you, they look at you, they feel you changing, you shifting the vibrations in the room, you change the light, everything becomes more brighter. And that is the power within the twin flame, because that's what they do. That's what we do. We change the light into it. I remember when I was walking into Primerica office and everybody would look at me, I was like a disco ball, you know, shining from everywhere. So, you will feel this person inside of you. You will vibrate like this person. And people who knows you, all of a sudden it's like, dear, what's wrong with you? You're not you. It's something else is going on. You cannot explain it to them simply because you don't really understand what to explain it to them. But you know it's good. It feels great. That vibration of soul love, it's so perfect. But somehow that love even scares you. But you feel that person within you. You feel this synchronicity, this perfect part, and when the synchronicity is perfect, that part it works very well. Like for instance, they know what's gonna happen, they know how it's gonna look, they know what to do, you to do, and there is this synchronizations between you and them. The part is that some of the people who are around you, they will feel this, and some individual they will want to be like this, and that's gonna be start triggering an events from different part. Throughout some people that I've been talking is because those vibrations cannot be understood at the time. Those vibrations over the time will be learned how to be navigate from both of them. And that is the part of destiny that you walking. It's a chain of events that you are walking to it. So that person becomes very important to you. But that leads to the next part. And everybody, I go ahead and I talk. I talk to a lot of twins, by the way. I get like 10 messages a day, an average. Sometimes I get 14, 15, I get behind. I think so right now I have like 20 plus to answer. So if you send me a message and you wait for me to respond to you, I will respond to you when I can't. But here it is. That is a quote that you need to understand about your twin flame. And a lot of the people have a lot to do of the part that I keep telling them, let go, and they don't want to let go. Who does not want to let go? The soul wants to let go of everything that holds. The ego wants to hold to anything. So if it's meant for you, you won't have to beg for it. You don't have to beg for this love in the soul. This love in the soul would exist. The ego begs for the person. The ego begs for the hug, for the normal human love. The soul will be like, take it easy, let it grow. They will come back to you. The world's not gonna end if you're not gonna be with them. And that is the part that a lot of the twin flames hanging out to this material part until they don't really have no other option but to let it go, because the soul have to go ahead and do this part, because the soul is leading you to the destiny. And this is the second portion of the quote. You will never have to sacrifice your dignity for your destiny. Some of the people that I know, most of them are females. They really suffer because the masculine, okay, the man, have a lot of fear from the vibrations of love. How come that woman can love him so much? And a lot of the twin flames, they have not balanced these vibrations, and so they cannot be close in proximity even to each other. There's going to be some anger, aggravations until they understand the balance this, and when the one is balanced, the other one is balanced, and then they're gonna shift, they're gonna transform. That transformations will happen, and that transformations will happen is because they will understand that they have a dignity inside of them to obey this love between each other, simply because they have destiny. That's what that is. This is going to lead us actually to the next quote, and that's what that is. Sorry, it's not perfect because the resolution was not great, but I just had to find whatever I had to find. It was dictated, so here it is. Sometimes two people have to fall apart to realize how much they have to fall back together. And the part of letting it go that I've been talking about so much to people, it is that once you let it go, there is some kind of little magic happens. That little magic, it's about you let go of the material part, and you begin, instead of I've been thinking about my twin, you begin to feel back this first initiation love goes back inside of it as a vibration. You feel that that love come back to you, and when that love, the vibration comes back, what are you going to do though? What is the part that what you need to do? And I told on a lot of the twin flames, and I'm telling you right now, you have to learn to be in a peace, in vibration with your twin, if they coming back to you, simply because that peace is only can be achieved in the soul first, and that peace can bring them the final peace inside of them and also inside of you, and that peace can bring you back to the top position that you have to have that destiny part. Now, some of the people resist these feelings inside. Some of the people deny this part. I talked to a few people, they got together, and all of a sudden, boom, they're not there anymore. All of a sudden, they're both out. Why? You have not mastered that you have to maintain the peace inside of it, simply because right now you have to abandon the part of the material world. And if you have a material problems right now, it is about you to be moved to another place, to another situation, so you can be in the place where you can make the money and you can have the living. And that is another part of the transformation video that I'm going to do as soon as I finish, right after. But the part is that the destiny is going to be very harsh of this process, because for the one who denies, there's going to be dispositions like dreaming. There's going to be some dispositions like daydreams. They will see the twin like all the time, hey, we need to talk, or hey, we have to meet, or hey, we need to be. The worst part is the more they deny it, all of a sudden there's going to be innervations of it, and the energy is going to be filled from the universe, and then the part of the universe will be, don't deny this. She's the one or he's the one. And a lot of the twin flames that they will deny this part, that actually happened to me. I denied to the universe anything that I had to do with that part. There's going to be the dark night of the soul that actually you'll be shut down, wiped out, and here we go. You have destiny to do, Dio. That's it. You have to go serve the twin flames. That's your destiny. You can't walk out of it. So okay, I'm not going to walk away. So that's how I begin. After the dark night of the soul, I begin actually publicly commit. I was a twin flame, and that's how I'm reaching out my destiny. And some of you as a twin flames will start popping out and reaching out your destiny. Some of you start to get some great quotes, great posts, great videos, And let me tell you, the first videos, they will not be probably the most watched, the most success, but as more as your time you go into it, you will increase your vibrations, you will increase in your way of talking, and the thing's gonna be much better. But that is a part of your transformations to go towards your destiny. So, as that leads us to the last quote that I actually have about the destiny, is why. Um, Simply because the twin flames, most of them, when a day comes in, they come from. I mean, I can describe you. There is some from. She's in Australia. He's in Mexico. They met on vacation. Um, she's from. I think so. She was from Ecuador, and he's from India. There was a lot of people that they met in Germany for a meeting. Some of them that I know, they met online, and they met on live, and 10 they separate again. There is so many examples of it. But the part with the twin flames is that they come in with different age, sex, backgrounds, religion. Very common right now is to have this part of they're from different race, and simply for one thing though, they come as Albert Einstein said, the higher destiny of individuals to serve rather than rule. And that is the big obstacle of twin flames, that they have to understand that they think they're here to rule, to control something. No, twin flames is here to serve. The more twin flames come together, they're releasing a love around them. And that love is actually kind of like absorbed from the others. And that vibrations of love help others to have this love inside of them, or seek this love inside of them, or at least understand this love inside of them. And the more twin flames coming together, they will be releasing these powerful vibrations of love. Not because of anything else, it's because that love is here to serve. That love is here to have a destiny. You did not meet your twin flame by accident. You did not get in the twin flame by just because of it. You came in here because of a destiny to serve. And that is your highest calling. Usually the twin flames, when I call them in, a lot of the twin flames, it's like, Dio, do you know what it's my mission? Dio, do you understand what I need to do? I need to find out my mission. Your mission is telling you in your soul. Your soul knows what to do. If your soul telling you need to work with kids, you go work with kids. You go to a foster house and you find why you are there. If your soul tells you go to Argentina, you go to Argentina. Here, that's me. If your soul tells you don't live in England, you can go live in Belize, South America, you're gonna go live in Belize, South America. Simply because that's what it is. But here is again, it's attached to transformation. You to trust your soul, and you to understand that the soul will lead you to a certain places for a certain reasons. You can go ahead and look at it, any of the spiritual leaders, their journeys. You can use Buddha, you can use Jesus. You know, they be walking to different places, different towns to have different experiences. Simply because in different places they need to expect different things, and that is a part again of transformation. And to finish this video, Zavet, you will be told about your part of destiny. And the best part it is when you begin more and more to accept this part of a destiny inside of you, you're gonna become more of it, and it's gonna become more easier instead of you rejecting you to restrict yourself simply because you will be flown with the part of the destiny. It's going to be more easy, and this is how you go back into your twin flame, because your destiny is to be with them. Is that going to happen? For some you won't. That is depends of religion, depends of how much ego, depends of how much inner work it's required to do, how much of understanding they has to do. And there is one more thing: how much they are willing to be truth to their soul. And with that, I'm gonna finish with the video. It's one thing: whatever you do, follow your soul, and your soul will lead to your destiny. Beloved.